Hello, everyone. How's it going? How you guys going? Welcome to the chat. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah. This is gonna be a very fast one. I just want to go through the news, what has been trending. We did meet yesterday. It was a very good one. Yeah, that's it. So we have Charles Soludo. Charles Soludo, that's the governor of Anambra State, after his visit, okay, to how will I put it? To after his wins, let me put it like this: he did an election just few weeks ago, and he really had a big blowout. I mean, this was the election that I feel that the Labour Party should have done at least considerably well, given that Peter Obi was a governor in the state. But he did win the election. APC had close to 100,000 votes. And now you have him in Aso Rock yesterday. Yesterday, this is Charles Soludo speaking. I paid a courtesy visit to my dear friend and brother of over 22 years. I believe that there was some agreement that was made between ABGA and APC in this last election. That's my thought. Mr. President received it with usual warmth, big smile, and open arms. He again personally congratulated me on the resounding mandates given to me by the good people of Anambra State. In the just concluded election, a victory he described as a testament to the trust and confidence of Indi Anambra. A confidence in the Anambra have in our shared vision for a livable and prosperous homeland. I remain deeply grateful to Mr. President for his immediate congratulatory message on that historic day and for his continued goodwill and support for Anambra State. We are one Nigeria. We are one Nigeria, bro. That's what he's saying. To those who want a Biafra state, he's saying, you know what? We're one Nigeria. We are one Nigeria. That's not me saying that. That's Soludo. And together, with God on our side, we'll build the Anambra and the nation of our dreams. May Anambra continue to win. I don't know. What do you think about that? Because one of the questions and one of the things that I struggle with is the fact that an average Igbo person seems to be interested in having a Biafra state. An average Southeasterner wants to see one day a Biafran state. But the elite, the politicians, the decision makers, the Ohanezes of this world, I'm not sure that they are really interested in that. And that's him at Aso Rock meeting with the president. And just next to it, you could see IPOB is trending as of today. So what are we talking about? So this is IPOB. I'm not a fan of Nnamdi Kanu, but over the past 2 days, I've researched him and his activities and watched several of his videos. From what I have seen, the same people who can hire fake bishop, hire fake protester, can also hire fake IPOB member. The only way we can stop him from agitating, that's the only way they can stop him from agitating. You can take this to the bank. I still don't understand what really is happening in the Southeast. And we don't have investigation to tell the reality of what is happening there. Okay? A reminder of what Nnamdi Kanu said years back about Fulani. Let's not pretend to forget the crimes and atrocities. So the next 20 hours ago, let's not pretend to forget the crimes and atrocities of IPOB and ESN committed against the Igbo people in the quest for their agitation for a sovereign Biafra. I, for one, am in sympathy with some of their demands, but where I distance myself is in their violent method and the killings of their kings and the destruction of the Saudis' economy in their mindless sit-at-home strike. This was July 4, 2023 in Abakaliki and Boyi State. We shall never forget. Please watch. Again, a lot of atrocities, were committed. A lot. But another question is how come a lot of those people committing those atrocities are not in jail? What about the financing? Because I'm sure that some of those financing might have been from other groups outside of the IPOB group. I am not a supporter of IPOB. I'm not interested in Biafra or whatever it is. But I'm saying that how come you have this heightened level of insecurity, and then you add it even much more heightened when this guy was in jail? These are some of the questions, because people just want to gloss over things. People want to gloss over the idea that, oh, these things were happening. But I'm saying that if this guy is going to go to life in jail, if he's going to spend the rest of his life in jail, subject to appeal, then who are these people? Who are giving them those orders? Were they just individuals that, you know what, just decided to take laws into their hands without any major backing? I think there were major backings. I think there were ammunitions bought. We need to understand what happened and get to the bottom of that. But again, I just move on. So really, what I was talking about was Anambra State going to Aso Rock. Guys, the 2027 election, I won't be surprised. Now, that may be very difficult, but I won't be surprised if APC wins Anambra. The way it's going, I won't be surprised. Because these guys, they've made different deals at this point in time. Yeah, but that's where things stand. I'm going to move on. Video emerged of Fulani reportedly found camping in a bush around Sabo Abeokuta, Ogun State. They've been taken to the state police headquarters in Eleweron for further investigation. Wow, let me see this.
My drive, man.
Wow. So these guys are just everywhere. Good morning. I'm a PPR Ogun State. Please, the narrative is contrary to what transpired. They are not Fulanis, but undocumented migrants from Benin, Chad, Sudan, Cameroon. They've been profiled and legally handed over to NIS. Kindly confirm incidents before posting. Okay, so this guy is saying that he's the PPRO for Ogun State. Okay, I negotiate peace. I trade in. Okay, yeah. So it seems to be legit. How the hell do we have people from Benin Republic, from Chad, from Sudan, and from Cameroon in Ogun State? How? This doesn't make sense. So now, after profiling, where are you going to put them? And this is in Ogun State. For you to think that everywhere, it's calm right now, that everywhere is safe in the Southwest, you must be kidding yourself. There is no border between the North Central and the Southwest. There's no border between the North and the South. So whatever is happening in the northern part of the country, at least have that in your mind, that there's a higher probability, okay, that if care is not taken, that will spread. And that would indeed spread over, okay, to places where we think that all of these stuff will not happen. I mean, if they can go to Abuja to kind of break into a prison and release their own people. Okay, so I'm going to move on. So, this guy, this is Elon Musk. For those, I think everybody knows him for the most part. This guy was tapped by Trump after he won the election in early 2025 to lead a cost-cutting and transformational work by reducing costs, rejigging the whole system, making it more efficient. Now, Elon Musk is coming to say, you know what, I cannot fix America. I'm not going to listen to everything because of YouTube. I mean, they don't allow us to listen to stuff like that for copyright issues, but I'm just going to get it's
unfixable.
So he's saying that the U.S. is unfixable right now. That's the United States of America, bro.
Well, or under its current form, the way people are approaching it.
You can make it directionally better, but ultimately you can't fully fix the system.
Okay, that's U.S. That's the United States, and again, it's just unfortunate. back in Europe, let's see what's happening. Anti-corruption raid targets Zelensky's chief of staff in a probe. The Ukraine National Anti-Corruption Bureau and prosecutors raided the residence and workplace of President Zelensky's chief of staff as part of Operation Midas, investigating alleged 100 million kickback from state nuclear firm. Businessman Timur, I don't know if that's the right pronunciation, a Zelensky associate, faces accusation of leading the scheme with 8 suspects already charged. Mindich reportedly fled the country. No charge against Yermak yet, though sources anticipate them soon, as the case underscores reform pressures amid wartime energy shortage from Russian strikes. Zelensky has vowed zero tolerance, while the European Commission emphasized it's important for EU's integration. Again, the war that happened in Ukraine shouldn't have happened at all. But anywhere you see corruption, anywhere you see leaders, okay, that don't really know what they're doing, it's important for you to know at some point, this is what's going to happen. The corruption level in Ukraine is staggering. The corruption level in Ukraine, what is happening in that country is staggering. And at some point, it's going to catch up. The reason why we're having so much issues in Nigeria today with respect to corruption is nothing but the fact that you've had successive leaders not taking decisive step. And the main reason why we have issues with terrorism today is as a result of the same. Okay, I'm going to move on. We heard about the terrorism that happened in the United States, where an Afghan refugee that came to the United States for asylum purposes shot 2 National Guardsmen. And that's the reality of what we face today. The height of, terrorism, the height of our hate is just crazy. This is a true story of Christians in northern Nigeria. Please do not let anyone deceive you or gaslight you. For Christians in the north, they sleep with both eyes open. They are always one day away from being another statistics of a terror attack. Let me listen to this.
Someone who was hidden in the ceiling during crisis. Someone who was told to hide in the well, but then some people drowned while they were hiding in the well. So best thing was to hide in the ceiling and just hope to God that was never found. Because
wow, that's crazy. That's the reality. That's crazy. That's what we face, in Nigeria with the northern, dwellers. And that's a big problem.
Find you. As someone who know people who were massacred in the church, as someone who was schooled in Unime during the times of Boko Haram, as someone whose uncle, he came down from his car to help his Suyaman and then got beheaded by that Suyaman.
Yeah. So again, you need to just live with these people or have a chat with them for you to know the reality they face. The reality they face on a day-to-day basis.
Man without the head, by the way. So, I know fear. I have lived with fear. I've grown with fear.
Okay.
Also trust me when I tell you that I've never been as terrified as I am now, because nowhere is safe in Nigeria. And I was
nowhere safe, bro. Nowhere is safe. And that's the truth. That's the reality. That's what we face in the country. It's that bad.
watching Papa Oyedepo when he was so angry on last Sunday, and people were saying, you think it's your prayer that is going to help? What has been helping you, please? Who has been helping you? That prayer might not be a bazooka. That prayer might not be a missile. But
this is where, there was this video that was trending. That's a video of this guy that leads prayer. Is it Jerry Azid? I think that's his name. Every morning. And I cannot get where people are coming from. People expect that at the end of the day, that once we pray, that's over. It's over. No, there is a place for prayer. There's a place for action. There's a place for prayer. There's a place for action. But again, the problem that Nigerians have had is not being able to see a balance between both. Okay, and again, it's just the way things are. So I'm not against people praying. In fact, we should pray all the time without ceasing. But at the same time, there are things that we need to do for ourselves, like calling the government to do one or two things that would help lives be better for the citizens. I don't see that happening. And that's the problem.
My prayer has given me comfort. It has protected me.
Okay,
So
yeah.
the best thing is whatever you believe in, Abi, hold on to it. Hope is Jesus. Hope is God. But please hold on to it. It's getting scarier. It's not just the economy.
Yeah, it's really bad for those that are in this thing. Now, this guy is one of the popular content creator. Just saying his brother was kidnapped.
As I speak with you now, my uncle has been kidnapped.
Wow.
By Fulani terrorists in Edo State.
What is happening in Edo State? We saw that video where you had a couple, okay, being kidnapped. They were asking for, is it 50 million as ransom? What is happening in Edo State? As far as I'm concerned, Edo is as close to the Southwest as any other state. Edo, Ondo, and then, this is crazy.
You see this insecurity that we've been talking about? If you never come your doorstep, you might not understand what is going on in this country.
Yeah.
We are totally surrounded.
Yeah. It's a conquered space. And that's why drastic action must be taken. I don't even understand how these politicians can sleep knowing that everyone is living on a borrowed time.
That's just the honest truth. My uncle was kidnapped around Oluku. In case you know Benin very well, Oluku in Edo State. We reported the matter to the Akiadolo police station. They seem to be doing nothing.
So the problem is this. As you're reporting, so many other people are reporting. Yeah, that's the problem. As you're reporting, so many other people are reporting. So, how do you square it?
They seem to be doing nothing. The last time we spoke to him, they don't beat bits. Like, we could even barely hear him speak.
Damn.
They've beaten him so hard. They are demanding huge sum. They are demanding for us to come pay 100 million.
Bro. What's happening?
To get him recovered. From 100 million, they say 50 million. And one thing I observed from the terrorists or kidnappers, whoever they are extremely bored.
Yeah. Oh, no. They stream now. They have TikTok accounts. They come online. They display the monies that they get. Okay? They display the monies that they get. And it's that crazy.
They're not the fear. They're not the fear. They speak as though they are in control. Because they know that they've taken over the country. That's from the point at which they are speaking from. We don't report to a Akiadolo police station. They are doing nothing. We are currently going to the state CID in Edo State to also report the matter. But they're asking us to pay 50 million.
Wow.
Otherwise, they will bam.
This is just one person. And the reason why I'm hearing this and the reason why this has gone viral and the reason why bloggers are picking it up is because this guy, at least as we all know, has been vocal with respect to some stuff happening in the country. So how about those that we don't even know anything about? How about those living in the remote areas and the villages that we've not even heard about?
In Edo State. It's no longer in Bornu again. It's no longer in Kwara. We are totally surrounded. If you never reach your domot, you might not understand what is going on. This country is no longer secured. How will somebody be going out on a normal day and get kidnapped?
The country has never been secured, actually, to be honest with you. We're just living with the hope that at least nothing bad happens to individuals. That's it. That's all we face.
Broad daylight, not be night anymore. Now it's not even a very terrible area. It's not even a very terrible area where it was kidnapped. It's just around Oluku in Edo State.
People like to live in the suburban area. People like to live outside of the city in most of these states. Hi, Dumo, welcome to the show. They like to live in all these areas because there's the serenity, you have the nature and all of those. Now that is becoming really, really, really impossible. And you still have kidnappings also happen in the main cities too. It's just that one at times is just coded. You have the one chance issues and all of those.
President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the same way when I say release the people that were kidnapped in Kwara State, in the church, and also the students, please, go help us carry my uncle come aside.
Wow.
I was asking just yesterday that Hope said not be
Yeah,
ransom.
very, very sad.
They go pay because up to today they've not been able to tell us how they got those people out. If you say that government that they pay ransom to kidnappers, then we are finished. Then it means we have to go and look for the 50 million and give to them.
Wow. 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 It's that bad. It's that bad. It's really bad. Yeah, very sad. Yeah, unfortunately. Because now, you know what? You cannot even argue against it. That this is not the motive.
Because it means help is coming from nowhere.
I mean, you're on your own. No?
That's the country we now live in other states.
By revolting, that's when things will only get worse. Yeah. I mean, this guy has always been out there.
Bring back my uncle.
So that's his I just saw this. I was like, what? What is really happening? And meanwhile, that same Edo State, this is what these guys are doing. The governor said he was going to give the president 2-point-something million votes. Watch, we have no say. Edo State APC says he is vowed to conjure 3.5 million votes for Tinubu's second term, despite having just 2.6 million voters. Despite having 2.6 million voters. That 2.6 million voters, most times the participation rate is very low. So ideally, I think the governor only won by just few hundred thousands. And this is what they're doing.
It's a state that has already settled everything for our president.
Can you imagine? They've settled everything. 2027 elections is settled, guys. Guys, it's settled. Not even now that the opposition party is just playing.
I want to let the city boys know that our loyalty to our governor is of no break, no gear, no sense.
Not the loyalty to the citizens and the state dwellers of Edo State. Not loyalty to the person that was just kidnapped. Not loyalty to the people that pay their taxes. People that don't even want monies from the government. They just want to live a peaceful life. There's no loyalty. It's loyalties to the city boys, to the gangs.
The explanation is this. Anything the governor tells us to do, we cannot argue.
Wow.
Because he has all the special advisors, all the special assistants that will tell him, we as a party, we have no sense when we are with him.
I mean, these are the people making decisions. Yeah, of course now, you have no sense now when you're with him. And that's bad. You have no sense when you're with him.
No break, meaning that if he has carefully decided to send us on errand, we have no break anymore.
Wow.
No gear. If you have ever seen a vehicle,
wow,
most especially a truck that has no gear and is descending, you know how deadly such a vehicle is.
Okay.
That's what we are as a party in this state. Because we have no sense, the governor has already told us that 3.5 million votes for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu must be guaranteed.
Of a state that doesn't even have 3.5 million people in the role. Exactly. Not every citizen wants to be rich. People just want to live their life. People want to just have a respectable level of living and for their children to have education sorted. Exactly. Like, if you can't guarantee education, you can't guarantee education. Now people go to private schools up onto the university level. Some we have a lot of people that have never even stepped into anything public school. Year over year, the whole quality of the public education keeps getting destroyed. So now it started with private primary school. At some point, we'll be like, okay, I'll do private primary, then I'll send my kids to the public secondary. Now, at some point, that stopped. If you really want good education, now you have to send your children to the public secondary. Now you have the private university. Sorry. If you want a good education, you have to send your kids to the private secondary. Then now it's moved also to the universities. And that's the problem.
And it's already settled.
It's all settled. So no superior argument, no superior organization, no superior coalition. They've settled that Edo State is already sold out to APC come 2027. And as you can see, already it's already done. It's already done. The alliances have been made. The power brokers, they've already, sold out all the slots. Whatever it is that the opposition is doing right now, I don't know. I'm still hoping that something good come out, but I don't know.
So I want to tell all of you that even before you came, before the minister started telling us all what the president has been doing for this nation, we don't even want to hear, because we have no break, we have no care, we have no sense.
The typical politician.
3.5 million vote is guaranteed for the president.
Damn.
For 2027. That is my message, very short message to all of you.
The event ended with...
Yeah, so that's it. That's what we're facing, actually. That's what we're facing. And then this is the governor himself saying we will give him 2.5.
For me,
you see that?
Nothing is strange. We have a capacity working president.
Damn, it's not easy, man. You can say that he's doing some things, but don't just come and, lie to everybody.
He's making the money available for us.
Yeah, it's all about that, right?
Embark on critical reforms for this country, Nigeria. Things that you think are difficult, he takes decision and later play out to be the best decision ever that will ever rescue this country. No wonder I was telling last time that I was...
I mean, again, we can't lie that there are some decisions, like some of the reforms, financial reforms. But again, that has not spilled over and helped the common man. Like the subsidy removal, because that was a mess. It is not spilled over to help the common man. Like the, what else again? The Forex removal. People are still suffering. But now, added to that is that nothing from the security standpoint of view is worth celebrating. And that's where the problem is. Nothing from security standpoint is worth celebrating.
Going to deliver 2.5 million votes to the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria come 2027.
2.5 million votes. Wow. For a state that you only have 2-point-something million in the register. Assuming 20% comes out to vote, that's 400,000. So where do you want to get the other 2,100,000 votes?
The three men left in PDP saying how will it not happen when I'm already walking entire road where the governor of PDP came out from? For 8 years, he could not tar road in his community. Let me tell you, the whole community, 8 villages, I'm expecting total vote from them.
Yeah. So again, he's trying to say, okay, you're expecting total votes, which, I mean, to be honest with you, I don't even know. Like, the former governor was a PDP guy. I don't even know what that guy, what all this stuff is all about. Again, number two, There are different school of thought. Some felt like he did something. Some felt like he was ambushed and there was a lot of, interest in that state. But for you to just say you're going to give 2.5 million where you've never even had that level of votes in any elections in your state is what is beyond me.
Because for 8 years, their old son could not step his feet into the community. But I was there 7 months ago to campaign, and I said I was coming to do this road. Today we are doing it.
Okay. So that's that about that. Yeah. Okay. Someone said, well, if you can write it out, then we would know if that is true. Peter Obi, minister should stop wasting time responding to me. Just do the right thing. Yeah, I agree. I'm gonna go through this later in the day, but for now, I need to go. Now, ministers, the information minister, evil plots of the plan is to start a religious war. Wow. That's what Tinubu is saying. The people supporting Tinubu are saying that no, the plan is just to destabilize the country. But I'm saying that if Tinubu does what is expected to do, then we won't have that problem. In another news, Elrufai is now an official member of the ADC. I don't know what you guys think about that. Elrufai is now a full-blown member of the ADC party. As we can see, this is no longer a coalition. And it is just what it is. Femi Temi's husband, Mr. Easy Debot's new look as he goes bald. Okay, yeah, that's fine. So that's where we are as of this morning. The good thing is that Goodluck Jonathan is back after he got stuck in Guinea-Bissau. When he went there, his plan is to ensure that the people of Guinea-Bissau have a very smooth transition to a new government or to whoever wins the election. Unfortunately, the military took over. Now, what we have in Africa and West Africa and other parts of Africa is now really coup or insurgency. Those are the two major news coming out now from this continent. But at times, we've got good news too, like Dangote Refinery. So we have to put a balance to all of that. Thanks, guys, for joining. It's a very short one that we had this morning. Have a very good day, and I'll try as much as possible to come again online later today. Thanks, and have a good one. Bye.